Did you know that Australia is home to around 22.7 million people, but nearly 200 million rabbits? That is almost 10 times more rabbits than humans. These rabbits have caused such widespread destruction that the government has officially declared them a pest species. Australia has tried many times to control their population, but with limited success. On the other hand, China has taken a completely different approach. Over the past 30 years, more than 4 million rabbits have been imported not for food, but for a unique environmental experiment in the Kubuki Desert. The results have surprised the world. When fertile land gradually turns into desert, the process is called desertification. One of the biggest victims of this process has been the Kubuki Desert in China. There was a time when this desert was expanding by nearly 500,000 acres every year, swallowing productive land at an alarming rate. In the 1950s and 1960s, China launched several projects to slow desertification. Sand control stations were built and trees were planted, but the shifting sands remained difficult to manage. Then a local entrepreneur named Wang Wenbiao changed the game. He invested his own money into an unusual idea. He began placing dry shrubs in square patterns across hundreds of acres of desert and planted willow trees between them. Willow trees are highly resilient and can survive with minimal water because their roots can reach up to 300 feet underground in search of moisture. Their wood is valuable for paper and furniture production, but only if the trees grow strong enough. The desert winds in Kubuki were intense, blowing sand away and causing trapped moisture to evaporate. The shrubs placed around the saplings helped protect the young trees from these winds. At first, people laughed at the idea of planting trees in a desert. But after 3 years, the project began showing results. Then a new challenge appeared. To make the willow trees commercially valuable, their new branches needed to be regularly trimmed so the main trunk could grow thicker. Doing this manually in the desert was expensive and difficult. This is where rabbits entered the story, especially Rex rabbits. Rex rabbits are a special breed known for their soft, luxurious fur, similar in texture to otter fur. Instead of hiring workers to trim the branches, the rabbits naturally ate the new willow shoots. As they fed on the tender branches, the main trunk of the tree grew thicker, making it more valuable for the paper industry. This created a win-win situation. The rabbits fed themselves, and the trees became commercially stronger. At the same time, the deep roots of the willow trees stabilized the sand and reduced erosion. With less sand movement, moisture remained trapped in the soil. The rabbits added another benefit. Their waste acted as natural fertilizer, improving soil fertility. Rex rabbits also reproduce quickly, with a female capable of producing up to 50 offspring per year. As their numbers grew, so did the amount of natural fertilizer, turning sand into arable land. Soon, organic vegetables were being grown in areas that were once barren. Another surprising advantage was that rabbits digest grass but not its seeds. The seeds passed through their system intact and were spread through their droppings. This helped grass multiply across the region. Over time, the project became a self-sustaining cycle. The desert began turning green. After the success of the initial experiment, Wang expanded the effort, leveling sand dunes with bulldozers and planting more willow trees. Local residents were encouraged to raise Rex rabbits, turning homes into small farms. After 10 years, the region was transformed. The Kubuki Desert covers about 18,600 square kilometers. According to United Nations reports, around 33%, or roughly 6,250 square kilometers, has been restored to greenland. This transformation took more than 30 years of effort. The Chinese government invested about 3 billion yuan, nearly $400 million, to build new villages and create jobs. Today, more than 2,000 farms operate in the region, and around 3 million Rex rabbits are sold each year. The average farmer earns about $9,600 annually. An estimated 10,000 lives have improved because of this project. In 2017, media reports noted that the environment had improved tenfold compared to earlier conditions. Trees, grass, animals, and people now exist in balance. But why are rabbits destructive in Australia and beneficial in China? The answer lies in control and ecosystem balance. Rabbits were introduced to Australia in 1859 by a British settler who released 24 rabbits for hunting. Within 70 years, their population exploded. In Australia, rabbits live in open natural environments with few predators and minimal control. In China's Kabuki Desert, they are raised in managed systems and used strategically. The Kabuki transformation did not stop there. The desert is also home to the world's largest solar power image, the Junma solar power plant, spanning 6,000 acres and built with nearly 5 million solar panels. It forms the shape of a running horse when viewed from space. According to Guinness World Records, it is the largest solar panel image in the world. By 2022, the plant had generated 2.3 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity, saving about 760,000 tons of coal and reducing carbon dioxide emissions by 1.8 million tons. The solar panels also help fight desertification. By blocking direct sunlight, they reduce evaporation. Grass grows beneath them, and rabbits are used there as well to maintain vegetation naturally. The panels also reduce wind speed by up to 50%, limiting sand displacement and allowing soil to stabilize further. Today, sheep, ducks, and rabbits coexist under solar panels and among willow groves in Kabuki. What was once called the Sea of Death is now often referred to as an ecological marvel. The message from Kabuki is clear. When human planning works in harmony with nature, even a desert can be brought back to life.